let's have a partner contact assigned for every single partner, right? That one ties directly to this. Up here I had another one modeled out that had to do with the sales team would go into these sales calls and they wanted to present the right solution to a customer, but the data's in two different systems and because of the two different organizations. So the salesperson would have to go look over here and then go look over here and then say, here's a great solution for you, but they have to do this on the fly. So guess what? They didn't, right? They either looked at one system or the other, or they did it from memory. So there's a whole bunch of stuff in their catalog they could have been selling, they weren't selling because they didn't have the information aggregated in one place. One very common solution to that you will hear is, well, let's replace that with one system that has all the data. That is a solution, but another solution is let me slap a aggregator in the middle of it that's just a dashboard view that pulls from two different systems. Guess what? They're going to get that solution a lot faster if they go that route than to replace the whole system, right? But this allows us to start to see, is that even important to do or not? Because we can connect it back to the business value, right? One more point on this before we leave it, which is I talked about wanting to measure success at the end. Well, I really want to measure that all along, okay? And if I'm going to do that, I need to know up front how to measure that success so that I put the right things in place to measure it. It's logical. So where we can look for those is in our business objectives model. The problem with a business objective is sometimes you can't measure whether you met it or not for sometimes multiple years down the road. If I'm trying to increase revenue and I have to make all these changes to increase the revenue, it could be 3 years before I know if it actually worked or not. So what we want to do is look for interim things along the way that we can measure instead to see, are we on track to delivering that overall one. Right, so some examples of this from our project were, how long does it actually take the sales team to find the content? Measure it now, measure it in a quarter, measure it in another quarter. Let's look for some increase, or decrease, I guess, in time to find it. Number of people that the partner interacts with each quarter, right? I can do this without fixing technology. I can change processes or I can change people's roles and affect this pretty quickly and look and say, okay, we're moving in the right direction. And then employee satisfaction, I'm going to come back and talk about that in a minute because the employees involved in your company are one of the biggest risks. So we'll talk about how to actually measure whether that risk is coming to fruition.